How's it going, everyone? I'm the JJ. I'm back with another day of Mania, and I'm already tired, and it's only day 2. Today's Smackdown Live, pre-Mania, and yeah, I'm gonna get right into it. We're also gonna do 205 Live, so, because I feel like that's the third hour of Smackdown anyway, so why not? We start with Bryan, because Smackdown is entirely about the wrestlers and has nothing to do with the GMs. Bryan is a big rating source. You can tell. People they're drawn to him. It's Daniel fucking Bryan. He's gonna get ratings when you put him out there, so I get why they start with him. But, maybe don't make the claim next time. Calls out Shane, who gets muted boos or significantly turned down. I've noticed them. They were noticeable. But, weird how they didn't unmute the AJ Styles chants, which were very clearly apparent and there as well. Which, speaking of, he comes in, AJ, for the contract signing. Shane actually puts him over, to which AJ responds with putting himself more over, saying Shane cannot wrestle. He has zero wrestling ability, which is all fair, by the way. Interesting how this is a straight wrestling match. I think everyone and their mother assumed it was going to be, no holds barred, last man standing, I'm going to jump off the roller coaster set kind of match, but no! Apparently. But yeah, he just insults Shane and leaves, and that's it. Daniel Bryan calls for the handshake. I saw it on Reddit this morning. AJ does not adhere to the code of honor. Our first match is Becky Lynch versus Carmella. Alexa and Mickey are at ringside, hating each other silently, which throughout the match becomes less and less silent. Mickey, for me personally, just a little too old school with her trash talk. So maybe keep that to a minimal, but that's just me personally. I could be completely in the minority, in which case, good, keep her on that. Alexa, keep doing what you're doing. There's nothing wrong with Alexa Bliss. Literally nothing. She could improve in the ring a bit, but like mic-wise, I think she's fucking near perfect. Carmella gives Ellsworth her gum, which he actually eats, so, if this was PWG, that would get you sick fuck chance. Guaranteed. Becky whiffs an enziguri by a fucking mile. Like, kick was here and still sold like death. Oh boy. Oh god. As soon as that happened, the camera switches to the commentary table and you see Alexa and Mickey start getting into each other's face. The fight winds up spilling into the ring. There was a line that they said about Mickey where it was like they keep alluding to her being past her time and Mickey keeps saying like, no, this is my present. Slightly making me think Mickey has a good chance, but I'm not entirely sold on that. So during the break, apparently Daniel Bryan comes out and goes Teddy Long and makes it a tag team match. Playa. Holla, holla, holla. I don't know why they did that off screen, That's kind of obnoxious. A lot of stuff happened off screen, and they've been a lot worse with their commercial times recently, so, maybe fix that. The match, like I said, gets turned into a tag team match. Becky and Mickey versus Alexa and Carmella. So Mickey's a face, I guess? It's weird, because even the stuff she's saying still sounds sort of heelish. It's just weird. But, Carmella's cancerous to this match. Mickey still looks good. Yes, I'm just going to gloss over that, because I don't feel like, hating myself and talking about why I dislike Carmella. Alexa tagged in when Mickey was down, and only when she was down, so that you have that nice little heel tactic. And Alexa took over from then, though. What I really love is Alexa throws Carmella into the ring at one point. I think that was actually before the tag, but I love that moment. They clearly start losing the crowd, so the crowd clearly didn't love the match as much. Natty enters, and this is starting to become a mess. What the fuck is happening? I get that they're setting up for a six-pack challenge, spoiler alert, but it doesn't matter. This segment is not sacrificed for a setup. It was fucking a horrible mess. And let me just break this down to you. So, Alexa and Mickey are out on commentary watching a match, and they're out on commentary, then they get added into the match, because they spill into the match. So to fill the gap on commentary, Natty joins commentary, to which she also tries to interject herself into the match. This is fucking dumb. So they're all fighting, and then you hear Naomi's music play, which, if you were going to take the title off of her, maybe maybe wait a little longer next time, because she clearly could have. She's making it to Mania. There's no reason to strip her. But point is, let's get to the actual point. She comes out, hits an amazing sequence of moves. Crowd is really responsive. Hits a fucking Rana on the ramp. Awesome. You know, maybe, hopefully, she had knee pads under her pants, because if not. Gets in the ring after that, lays out both Carmella and Alexa. This is the universal symbol for laying someone out. I mean, I'm not wrong. I'm weird, but I'm not wrong. Gonna knock him right in the old wrestler shutdown switch. Cuts a great babyface promo with more confidence than ever, probably because she had like high adrenaline at this point in time, and basically announces she's in at Mania for a 6-pack challenge, which I am going to lovingly refer to as the Bliss Pack Challenge. I hate myself. This next point that I'm going to make, I can't actually make a point about it, because anything I say, you will think that I'm exaggerating or lying, or you just won't believe me. It's unfathomable that this exists. Play it. Miz and Maurice come out from Miz TV with more parody. They've been doing that recently. They've been doing Total Bullshit, I think, instead of Total Bellas, which, wow, we're getting a little more risky with these storylines. Good. Do this more often, because you know what? This is a good fucking storyline. I mean, one of the better ones. I wouldn't say it's fucking phenomenal. Though it leads to one of Miz's best promos. Miz in the parody, who's playing Cena, which is beautiful, the suit and just the... doesn't move, very robotic. Makes fun of him for his house rules, his controlling nature, his fake persona. And then Maurice, who's playing Nikki, constantly makes fun of Nikki for, like, her fake boobs, sleeping with John Cena. Mainly, but they mainly focus on, like, the marriage thing. Like, that's the big angle in this. Because the payoff is most likely John Cena proposing to her at Mania. That's what everyone assumes. That's the most logical conclusion. Why would you not do it, you know? It makes sense. The difference is this time they tear into Brie and Daniel Bryan, too. Mainly for him being a vegan and short, and Brie, just for being married to him. Brie wasn't really roasted too much here. I love that Miz and Maurice actually throw it a commercial. It's right after these commercial messages. Not to mention, one of the best lines recently. Hustle the fans into believing my persona. Loyalty to myself. And respect one thing. Money. Miz hitting it out of the fucking park. Oh yeah, and then he also, make me look good, Nikki, or I'll broom you into the gutter. Internet gold. And at the end, legitimate gold, because Miz sheds his persona, gets rid of the muscle suit and the fucking wristbands and everything, takes them all off one at a time, calmly, and just delivers one of the best promos in recent memory. And ends it with, your life is total bullshit. And it's just the delivery, the cadence, fucking... The Miz proved he can actually act, so people who want to knock him for his acting and his straight-to-DVD movies, which is all true, the straight-to-DVD part, he's actually a good actor. He can pull it out when he fucking needs to. Cena and Nikki come out, and John Cena plays hypocrite. It's not that you made fun of me. I can make a joke. It's when you took off my persona and made fun of me. So it's okay when you're making fun of you, but when other people are making fun of you, that's when you gotta take it seriously. Though, the promo Cena cuts, fucking fire. When I should say segment, one of the best segments in recent memory, because this was also a great promo. Oh, very Thuganomic-like. Very Doctor of Thuganomic-like. Why did I have to say that? The fact that you created Doctor of Thuganomics, and that is now a saying, makes me very confused, WWE. I hate having to say that. He didn't just roast Miz, though. He roasted Maurice. Like, bad. Bad, bad. And Nikki just kind of stood there for, 20 minutes while a promo happened, and then said one line at the end of, y'all a bunch of fake haters, okay, the end. That's pretty much it. That was Nikki's part. She was acceptable, but rather pointless. Funny thing I want to mention, though, is Cena gained the crowd, predominantly. He always, have the spurts of Cena people. They really, anyone who said the Doctor of Thuganomics wouldn't get over today was proved 100% wrong in this segment. And next segment is something I'm not excited for. It's a 10-man tag that I didn't even bother to write the names of the people in it because I don't care. So yeah, this was the match, basically. American Alpha works Ziggler's arm early. Heel team repays that by working Gable's arm and not letting him tag. They cut off the ring. And then Mojo comes in, hits his comeback, fires up, not even comeback, fucking fires up, you know, hits his moves, gets his shit in, so to speak, as Cage would say, and pins Breeze. Not even Fandango, who's also great and shouldn't be taking the pin. That's not the point. That's unfair of me. Mojo should have been the one taking the pin in this match. That's all I can say. Luke Harper gets a promo where he tells Bray very eloquently, by the way. Love that he's able to speak his mind in more than just run. Unfortunately, he still says run. Hypocritically after saying, I'm free. I don't need you anymore. This whole Wyatt thing that was holding me back. Now let me revert to it. Then we end the night with Bray Wyatt versus Luke Harper, which was the only good match of the night in my opinion, although I believe it was one of 3. So instead of Luke keeping his promise from earlier and going after Bray and like attacking him and you're gonna have a reason to run. Instead of all that making sense, instead of Luke Harper nailing Wyatt and taking him out, see, I was right. Taking him out, that was natural too. Instead of Luke taking out Bray, which is what should have happened instead of a lockup or anything, which a lockup didn't happen, but Bray attacked Luke. Psychology-wise, that doesn't make sense for me. I mean, maybe you can argue that Bray was nervous, but then they didn't work that angle. That wasn't the case. Bray just is now stronger than ever due to Abigail's power, which, okay, fine. I like that. I like more mystical storylines sometimes, and Bray's definitely the character to do it. But I don't know. You shouldn't be burying Luke Harper as soon as he's out and he's like, hey, I'm finally stretching my legs. Don't fucking cut him off at the kneecaps. And then also, I think that psychology-wise, if he's telling Bray to run and he's just finally come out of this psychological trance from this cult leader, he should want to fucking lay into him. But yeah, that's all I'm going to say about that. I'll move on. Harper's great, though, and I see him slowly getting over with the crowd. He takes Bray, dumps him over where the bellkeeper and the timekeeper is the bellkeeper. Ooh, sounds like a future gimmick. Yeah, after taking out Bray, stands on the table and plays to the crowd. Gets a nice reaction, you know, more than I thought he would get. There was a point in time you could have turned him that would have been a lot better. But, you know, he's doing well, what he's given. During the break, they hit a superplex. Again, like I mentioned earlier, wait for the television spot. Why? I don't even have to finish that. You should know what I'm saying. Go. Bray hits a gorgeous Uranagi and Senton combo, which, again, gorgeous. Should be a move. Just combo, even tag team move. I've said that in the past. Make this a permanent thing. I love these two moves together. Harper teases his sister Abigail, and then when Bray rolls out, hits a suicide dive. Bray's getting back up, gets in the Luke gets back in the ring, hits another suicide dive. I'd say the crowd's going nuts for him, but they're nice response, good response. Like I said, he'll slowly build that credibility. Luke is great, and if you followed him as Brody Lee on the Indies, you know that. So it's a matter of time. Luke hits his clothesline, and Bray grabs the rope, which really, protects Luke a little bit because he almost had Bray. But then, you know, also at the same time, that's weird because Bray's supposed to be powered up by Sister Abigail, so shouldn't he be able to kick out of that? I don't know, I guess it goes both ways. Bray hits the Sister Abigail as soon as they get up and wins. Randy then kills Abigail and seals Bray's fate. Moving on to 205. Live. Open with Neville saying he'll forever be underappreciated, and he threatens to show us later in the show what a 205 without Neville would be like. To which my first thought was, so the beginning of it? Because you weren't on at the beginning of it, so yeah, it was fine then. I love Neville, don't read that the wrong way. Arya Daivari versus Rich Swan, which was a good match. Daivari hits slow heel submissions to basically slow the pace of the match, get the crowd against him for Rich. Well done. Daivari's he's good, but he lacks something for me. I guess it's just because he's a plain, like, I'm foreign, hate me. I don't like that. I don't like that as a gimmick. Swan gets hip tossed into the buckles. Great selling by Swan. And by that I mean he crumpled and landed on his head. The best selling. Kill yourself. Rich Swan gets a modified Michinoku driver, which that's what they called it on commentary. For some reason, it's not registering as the right move name. Am I getting Michael Cold? I think I'm getting Michael Cold. Swan fires up, hits his Phoenix Splash at the end for the win. And yeah, just Daivari controls most of the match. Rich Swan finally fights back and wins. That's pretty much the story. Very plain, but good match. Swan's always good. Alicia Alicia Fox interview where Swan hits on her, and they hit strongly again that he's the one getting her gifts. No shit. And she eats perfume. That's her gimmick now. Drew Gulak appears and starts talking to Mustafa Ali. He fairly disputes why Mustafa Ali should stick to lower risk moves, and not only for his health, but for like the integrity of the sport. Like this is killing our business, man. And even commentary sells him like, what a fucking loser. Okay. Ali leaves halfway through. That's a heel move. Not trying to protect someone's health and the integrity of our sport. What a dick. Mustafa Ali versus Brandon Scott, who is indeed a jobber. That's probably why you don't recognize his name. And if you do, then you're a liar, you filthy fucking liar. So, though we do get the greatest jobber clothesline in the history of the fucking sport. That was, unless Stan Hansen jobbed somewhere that I'm unaware of, but that was a beautiful clothesline by Scott. Ali sold that like a champ. Ali in 2 movements, and I mean this is 2 clean movements. Ready for this? Leaves the ring, kicks the guy in the head, then in the other movement, rolls back into the ring, and hits the neck breaker. And these were 2 clean movements. Like 4 actions in 2 clean movements. Aries and Neville are on the pre-show. Yeah. I hate them too. Move on to Akira Tozawa versus Brian. The Brian Kendrick. As a we are the brothers. I am the JJ. He is the Brian Kendrick. We're related. I didn't want to let that go, but unfortunately it's true. Brian, I had to let them know. I'm sorry. This match starts with a nasty kick to the head, and then a head-first suicide dive by Tozawa. If you haven't played Super Smash Brothers, Tozawa does the Luigi headbutt. It's fucking horrifying and awesome. This is one of those rare spots that I'm not even gonna get mad. Just keep doing it. Tozawa straight up kills him with a fucking top rope senton. And like with a senton, it's like sometimes you see them leaning back, so it's like they're this way, so like some of their weight lands on their upper back and they hit the mat, so not all of it. Crushed him. The Brian Pancake. Tozawa might be actually like my favorite wrestler on 205 Live. It's him. No, it's probably him. We counter the captain's hook, counter a snap German, another headfirst suicide dive, the headbutt by Tozawa. Tozawa goes headfirst into steel ramp via drop toe hold, which was fucking gross. It looked like he smashed his nose. Tozawa's energy is unmatchable. That's really what he's got the best. I mean, the yells, I guess, show that too, so. Kendrick hits a sliced bread number 2, which I actually thought was the finish, because he doesn't pull this off often, but when he does pull it out, it actually is, it's usually the ender. So yeah, that was a nice fake out. I genuinely thought that was going to be the end. Tozawa kicks out. Great pop. Well, relatively great pop from the crowd. This is positioned at like fucking 12 o'clock at night for like half of the people that are still in the fucking arena, but we can talk more about the shit placement of the show another time. We slice bread from the top, attempt reversed, snap German attempt from the top, reversed. The turnbuckle, as they're struggling, falls off. They come down. Tozawa gets thrown into the exposed turnbuckle. Kendrick gets the roll up, and honestly, due to the circumstances, this is how you make a newer talent lose to an older talent. But I really also want to say I like this idea of like giving you the life lessons. For some reason, I like it. The crowd not responsive. Neville says 205 Live is nothing without him. Aries puts everything over, including himself. Oh wait, that's redundant because to Austin Aries, he is everything. The thing is, though, for everything he puts over, he puts himself over twice as much. Aries compares them, making himself feel weirdly heelish. I mean, I know he's like an arrogant, he's like a tweener, if we're being honest, but you don't compare yourself to the dastardly piece of shit heel. I don't care what, you know what I mean? It just felt weird. Neville takes out Aries, but before he leaves, comes back, tries to finish Aries. Aries, who fell onto the mic after taking a move, grabs the mic, nails him with it. You don't even see him take it. In fact, he falls slightly away from the mic and somehow managed to get it under him. Austin Aries is the best. That's basically what I'm saying. Fucking nails him with the mic, hits his fucking last chancery, clears Neville. Awesome way to set this match up. And it's depressing, because honestly, it's probably the best pre-show match ever to fucking go on the pre-show. and be wasted. That's all for today. If you can, like and subscribe. Comment. If you do one of those three, the most important would be comment. I want to talk about wrestling. Have a discussion here. It's wrestling is incredibly opinion based. I mean, you can learn basics and stuff, but it's what works is what it is. So, let's talk about what works and what doesn't. If you can, just remember that friends and family are temporary. And Bullet Club, well, Bullet Club.